already
so
screwed
hard.
up. We
try
screwed
so
up.
hard to
God
be
damn it.
professional.
God
We try
damn it.
so hard to be professional. Stop swearing.
Sorry.
He jumps in and then he does that. Hey, good evening. I'm Mike.
What's going on? I'm Brendan.
This is Two Dudes Wearing Hats. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. That was hilarious because we always get the show ready. We're getting everything going. One of us says, okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the go live button. You go ahead and play the 30-second countdown. And then usually I come back around and hit the intro music.
Yeah.
I think you and I both went for the intro music at the same time, which, if you don't know, it's a button, literally, that either one of us can press to get going. And I think we hit it at the same time and canceled each other out.
I think that's maybe what happened.
That's fine.
I didn't know if it was supposed to be or not.
I'm going to use one of my favorite phrases when it comes to these kind of things. If that's the worst thing that happens, we're doing great.
Yay.
So how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are things with you? You're already drinking.
You're going great. I'm already drinking. I'm starting early. It was it's been a fun vacation for the end of the year.
When you say you started early, did you start a few days ago?
Well, for tonight I started early.
Okay.
Early, I mean about 30 minutes ago. I actually did just get back into town. I just got back into town from Columbus, so I did kind of have like a little bit of a party day yesterday. You know, went and kind of had drinks starting at like noon and things like that, which is fine when you're out of town on a vacation. It's perfectly acceptable.
So then I guess we should start off with, what are you drinking?
Believe it or not, keeping it simple. Keep it real simple this week. Bullet bourbon.
Bullet bourbon.
Just a nice straight Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. This is 45% alcohol, 90 proof. Let's put a little extra little nibble there in the glass. What are you drinking?
Nice. I'm bringing something that I haven't tried before.
Something you haven't tried before?
Right.
Okay.
Coming in at 113.2 proof.
Okay. 113.
Selected and bottled exclusively for Kroger.
That's interesting.
This is from New Riff.
Ooh.
Single barrel.
New Riff single barrel.
This is actually a gift from my father to try on the show tonight. So I am going to have to return the bottle to him.
Thank you, Father. The way he said it, gift from my father. Thank you, Father.
The Father.
The Father.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Liquor. Okay, let's see.
Right, so it's 113.2% or 113.2 proof.
I'm back to having the Death Star in my glass as well.
These are literally just a couple of shitty ice cubes that came out of my ice maker that's built into my fridge. Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Describe it.
Hello.
Tell the people.
It hits you in the back of the throat before anything. Very tingly in the back of the throat, and now I'm getting like sweet up front on my tongue. A little bit like apricot almost. But there is an immediate warm. Now my chest is getting warm. Yeah, but there's an immediate back of the throat, then front of the mouth, then chest. It's weird. There's like three places it feels like it hits you.
Would you say it's round or more sharp?
It's sharp to start.
Sharp to start. Which
sharp
at 113.2 you said?
Yeah.
That's going to be a little bit hotter. That's going to be a little bit sharper just by design. That's why you get whiskeys that are high proof, because you want a little bit of burn. You want a little bit of that warm party going on in your chest.
56.6% alcohol. She does the trick. That is quite tasty. That is distilled, aged, and bottled by New Riff Distilling. A very cool distillery if you're ever in the Northern Kentucky area.
Absolutely.
Probably the northernmost bourbon distillery.
No, it is. It's the northernmost part of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. It is. I believe it's truly considered that.
I mean, you can't go any more northern, or you're the old Joe's Crab Shack building across the street.
Ooh. I was never a big Joe's Crab Shack person. From what I understand, they're like a robot restaurant bar now.
I worked there.
A place called like Ensign Harbor?
Ensign Harbor, yeah.
Is it true that it's like a robot restaurant?
I haven't been there, but I heard they do like the dumplings and Asian cuisine and whatnot. So I'm not really sure. I have not enjoyed their food yet.
Oh, okay. So with that being said, I just got back into town from Columbus. I went to Columbus. I went to a Columbus Blue Jackets game. I actually got to go up and go to an NHL game yesterday, which
Blue Jackets
which
versus...
is always a lot of fun. They took on the Detroit Red Wings. They got their asses beat by the Detroit Red Wings. The final score was 6-4, which was wild because we left at about 5-4. It kept getting back. It kept getting this situation where Detroit would get ahead, the Jackets would get caught up. Detroit would get ahead, the Jackets would get caught up and even it out. It got to about 4-4, and it's 4-4 in the third period. You can't leave.
Yeah.
You can't leave. We're like, okay, we're going to stay and watch this and see what happens. Detroit slams one in. Honestly, slammed one in pretty decisively and kind of made the goalie look kind of silly. But I'm not a professional hockey goalie, so I should shut up a little bit about that.
Maybe.
But at that point, we said, okay, we're going to go ahead and go. By the time we had went outside, down to our seats, outside to the car, which was across the street, and got into the car and started going back to the hotel, they had scored another goal right before the game had ended. So in that last 3 minutes, they had pushed it up to 6-4, which to be in a game that 10 goals were scored nowadays in the NHL, wow, that's crazy. Like right now, I've got the this is the Blackhawks versus the Canadiens, and it's 1-0. So it was interesting to see such a high-scoring game. This is, I believe, the start of the second.
Start of the second.
1-1 now. 1-1.
I mean, you're coming off of a 10-goal. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. And what was the hockey bar that you were at beforehand?
So there's a great hockey bar I always recommend. If you go to the Columbus Blue Jackets Stadium Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, the way it's set up, it's interesting because you kind of have to walk a little bit to get to this bar. So you're not going to walk right up to the arena and see it right away.
Yeah.
Unless you park in a certain parking lot. But if you approach this from, I'm going to walk in the front doors of the arena, you're not going to go in the front door of the arena. You're going to look at the front door, and then you're going to turn right. And then you're going to walk down this little side street, and then it goes over a little bridge. And right there, I believe, is an exit to another parking lot. And that parking lot has a bar right there called R Bar. R Bar, the letter R.
It should be a pirate themed bar. R Bar.
It almost seems like it could be a pirate themed bar if they wanted to do that for Halloween.
Oh, that would be perfect.
But the best part about this bar, though, is the fact that, once again, it is one of the best hockey bars I've ever been to. This place makes sure that every single screen is playing some type of sport, usually, hopefully, a local sport. Every wall is covered in Blue Jacket stuff. They've got things from every year. They've got jerseys from every single representation of the jersey. They've got all this stuff up there. But, honestly, dude, it's got that amazing, great, grungy bar feel. It does a great job of making sure that this is about one thing and one thing only. If the game goes on, we're turning the hockey game on. And being such a close proximity to the bar, I think even the name Our Bar comes from the fact that I believe it might partially be owned by the Jackets, the stadium, Nationwide, all of those people. I don't know that for sure, but it kind of gives off that vibe. Great place to go. Exactly where I would recommend you go if you're grabbing drinks before the game. Great time, because also that's going to help you not pay $13 for a beer at the hockey game, which is kind of wild. I got my wife and I got her a tall boy White Claw, me a tall boy garage beer, and it was
nice.
31 and change. Yeah, that's wild to see. I went there and I was like, you know what? I want to get a jersey. Let's grab a jersey. That's a $215 jersey at the arena.
Yeah.
You can catch those things on their website for $100 and something bucks.
I want to update my new Riff tasting notes on here real quick. After sitting with the large cube in there, the initial punch in the back of the throat is completely gone. Very, very sweet. Yeah, that was a lot better all around. No major anything in the chest. Yep. It was sharp, but it wasn't sharp in an undrinkable way. It was, ooh, hello. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, he says.
Yeah,
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, the single barrel, 113 proof party. But it's pretty good. It's good. I like it. So you've been doing hockey. I want you to know, this week has been anticipation for me.
Why's that?
Because I know tonight you're going to eat hot nuts. Sorry.
You can't. Can we? We are going to get taken off.
I know.
YouTube.
No. We're 10 minutes in.
We're explain. Elaborate.
Mike has ghost pepper almonds, right? Is that what they are?
These are
Carolina
Blue
Reaper.
Diamond.
Carolina
Blue
Reaper.
Diamond Extremes. Carolina Reaper Almonds. From what I understand, there's two versions. There's a hotter and a hottest. This is the hottest.
Yes.
I picked this up specifically for the show. Okay. So, I'm 41. I went to the doctor. My doctor told me blah, 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 blah. Part of that is I'm trying not to snack on things like chips anymore at 41 years old. So like I'm gone on this thing where I just bought a ton of nuts. There's like 20 different types of nuts in this house. I got ranch cashews. I got everything bagel almonds. I got Carolina Reaper almonds. I got habanero barbecue almonds. I got like fruit nut snack mix. I got what you want. I got you, baby. I'm like a sour cream and onion like peanut pusher over here.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, I can't eat crap anymore. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. So I got a ton of nuts, and these were on sale.
I got a ton of nuts.
A silly price. Like I saw these on the shelf at the grocery store, and they were on a sale to a degree where I was like, well, I can't not get those.
That's fantastic.
Like I have to pick them up. Like it was pocket change. Literally.
It is inexpensive to bring joy.
Oh, everybody's gonna love it because from what I understand, they're gonna be super wild. Like I'm not a heat guy. Okay, I take that back. I was talking to my wife about this the other day. As I get older, I'm enjoying things to be hotter.
Gotcha.
I do this thing where I don't know if we talked about how I'll eat a whole cucumber. Take a cucumber, chop it up, and then put it in a bowl. Like slice a cucumber. Hear me out. Okay, hear the whole process. This is from some kid on TikTok, and I watched it, tried it, and it's fantastic. You slice your cucumber, right? Kind of a little bit thin, but enough to get a bite. Put it in a bowl. Put soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, grate some garlic in there. Put a little bit of rice wine vinegar, a dash of sesame oil, chili crisp. Take a spoonful of chili crisp with a hot chili oil. Put that shit in there. Green onion, dice some green onion and some sesame seeds. Shake that bitch up and you just eat that bitch. It's just the spiciest, but I will go heavy on that chili crisp. I tell her all the time, I want it to be hot enough that my nose sweats.
Yeah, that's always nice.
When I'm eating it right here, that's that good heat. At 41, that's where I know like ooh.
It's keeping your taste buds awake.
I'm alive. I know I'm alive still. Like I know there's still some function going on at the junction. That's what I need. Go. Oh, and shout out, somebody said, how about Smokehouse Almonds? I live or die by Smokehouse Almonds. I get them every single time I get the opportunity. They have that super big bag, which is great.
I've never had Smokehouse Almonds.
I enjoy them. They're a little bit smoky, salty. They're really good. I enjoy them a lot.
That is a tasty bourbon.
I feel like I'm going
you went to the
whiskey.
game. You went to Columbus.
But I want to talk about something specific on the way to Columbus, and this is where I need to get your opinion.
Okay.
What is your thought on bumper stickers? Where do you stand on bumper stickers? Are you a bumper sticker guy?
I hate them.
Are you a sticker or decal or window sticker guy at all?
No.
You don't decorate the vehicle?
No.
Nothing in the window. There's not an FC Cincinnati sticker on your car.
There's a very subtle...
There's an FC... Okay, so there's a sticker.
Clear...
Okay.
Clear in the window.
Clear in the window?
Kind of... It looks almost etched. It's decal.
One color. It's a single color cut.
It's the single color.
It's the knockout logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a Bengals one like that where it's just white and it's just the B in the corner of the window. And I think we have a Reds one as well. But okay, that was my question. So you're not like a my kid's an honors student at Dickhead Elementary.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. You wouldn't put like your favorite bands or a funny slogan or hey. Okay, perfect.
I hate bumper stickers with a passion.
perfect, because something that really happened that I noticed was the abundance of bumper stickers of the people that live in Ohio between Cincinnati and Columbus. For some reason, a lot of the cars that we were behind told you everything about their belief structure on the back, on their tailgate. Their tailgate, literally, you can learn everything about the person. And when I talk about this, I mean, we're talking about massive amounts of bumper stickers.
That's insane.
We're talking about, like, this is the kind of stuff that I was driving behind, and we were sitting in the car behind the entire way up to Columbus, is like these kind of deals where people, and the truck ones are great. The truck ones are great. And that's not even necessarily me talking about what they say on them. I don't care. Put whatever you want on your vehicle. But what I'm interested by is how sometimes you get people that put everything about them. Now, one car in particular, and this is the reason that this stuck in my head. I saw this woman who I'm assuming, we were behind a car, and on this one bumper sticker on the back of this tailgate, you're seeing Cat Mom. I love my dog more than my kids. Adopt, don't shop. You're seeing Southern girl. You're seeing like country mama, like hot mama, like all these different, like every 2 millimeters there's like something about a mama, something about a dog, something about a cat, something about that, something about this, something about the other, and just the
I don't want to
excessive amount of
typecast.
self-identifying things on the back of this truck.
She's probably wearing pajama pants.
I really thought this is like that situation where you're ever with somebody who they're petting their dog a little too aggressively and their hands a little too close to the dog's wiener and they don't realize it, and they're just like loving on the dog, rubbing on the dog, and you're just really awkward and kind of
But
weirded
that's
out
where
by it.
that's where it makes the legs shake.
Exactly, but they don't realize what they're doing. They just love their dog to death, but they don't realize, like, you're kind of a little close. And they're like, oh, he's a good boy. I was like, he is. He really must be. He really must be. But that's the kind of thing that I was behind on the way to Columbus.
Well, that's good. At least you know how many kids she has and her beliefs and stuff like that. And
There's a lot of belief structure on these Ohio drives.
yeah.
This is something interesting, too, as well. If I told you, and I said the phrase, hell is real, what does that mean to you?
For me,
was that a comedic spit for the reaction, or was that a real?
I usually do a spit every time you say something.
Is that really what happens?
Anyway, so here's one. There's a hell is real scarf right there. I've got another one over there. For me, it's a soccer rivalry.
Explain what it means to you.
For me, it's a soccer rivalry. For me, it's that sign. I mean, I know the sign. I knew the sign before the soccer rivalry, of course. I mean, if you're from this area, it's the same way that Touchdown Jesus used to be. Even though Touchdown Jesus isn't there anymore due to being struck by lightning in a fit of irony. The hell is real sign is... Now, I don't know the whole story. I've heard it was a farmer. I was going to look into this. I was going to deep dive this. But to be honest with you, I was busy playing a game.
Well, to be honest, I took care of that part.
Did you?
So, what we have... Apparently, this sign, the hell is real sign, and once again, you'll see this. It's right here. It's on I-75.
Yep.
It's between Cincinnati and Columbus. It's very, very well known.
Because it's between Cincinnati
from this article,
and
this is from Columbus
Columbus.
Monthly. Yeah, but Cincinnati and Columbus. The Hell is Real sign is owned by Jimmy Harston. Jimmy Harston really wants to put up billboards. 20 years ago, Harston's
He never
farm
really
outside
wanted to
Bowling
put
Green,
up
Kentucky,
billboards. You need to learn how to read
is
already.
where he started.
It says he never
He
really
said he never really wanted
billboards.
to put up billboards.
Already.
I'm trying to get all the good. I'm just trying to get to the main part. So it says here, it started 20 years ago in his farm outside of Bowling Green, Kentucky. A sign that said, if you died today, where would you spend eternity? On the other side, it says, you don't accept Christ, Christ accepts you. But essentially, this person has put up signs across Ohio, Tennessee, Indiana, Kansas, Arkansas, In particular, this sign, the Hell is Real sign, which a little bit further down, there's another billboard that says, if you died today, where would you spend eternity? Both of these signs have the 10 Commandments on the back, on each side. One has 1 through 5, the other has 6 through 10, and they're just printed big as hell on the other side of these signs. So
big as hell.
Big as hell. Like, this is a huge sign in the middle of the highway. And more power to this guy, to Jim Harston? Jimmy Harston. Kentucky real estate developer behind the Hell is Real sign, other religious billboards across Ohio and other states. So the red H, let's see, the typeface is huge with white blocks and a red H on a stark black background. A lot of people just don't want to hear that hell is real, he says. The Bible tells you all about it. Straight and narrow is the path to righteousness. Broad and wide is the way to destruction. That sounds kind of sexy. Broad and wide is the way to destruction. That's a mega
No comment. Keep it going.
No. So, for me, that sign has a little bit of a different meaning. Coming up and doing music, being in bands, there was a lot of interplay between Cincinnati and Columbus. A lot of bands from down there would come, or a lot of bands from up there would come down to like Cincinnati and Covington, play shows at places like the Mad Hatter. It was a great place where we could go up. There was a place called Scully's Diner that's right on, it's kind of in the area of town called Short North. It's right next to like Ohio Stadium where they play football games. But it's like a bar diner that has a venue in the basement that would let anybody come play. Metal bands, hardcore bands. So a lot of bands that I was in growing up would play at this place called Scully's. So a lot of times we would see that sign. You drive past it on the ride down, you drive past it on the way up, to the point where there was a band, and forgive the name, the band's name was Angels of Meth. A play on Angels of Death, but Angels of Meth. They were like a stoner rock band, and even they wrote a song about it called Hell is Real, and the lyrics were, Hell is real, it's on a Midwest drive, which always rings in my head now anytime I drive past that. So the
Angels of Meth.
Angels of Meth.
Available for all your bar mitzvahs, children's
Well, they're not
parties.
around anymore.
Oh, okay.
One, R.I.P. to
Okay, sorry.
But no, it's fine.
Hopefully it wasn't meth. All right, anyway.
Moving on.
Next. What are we drinking tonight in the beer family? We got to be moving on to beer right now because I finished mine out. Did you finish yours out?
Oh, my whiskey's gone. Yeah,
your whiskey is gone. It's time for a beer.
So as you always know, the beer glass is about just as important as the beer on this part of the show. And I actually have brought a glass from Wedge Brewing. This is from Wedge Brewing Company out of Asheville, North Carolina. I'm actually just making sure real quick. Is that on the inside or the outside? So if that's a chip on the glass, I'm not going to drink out of that. Okay, no, that's just in the glass itself. But this is from Wedge Brewing from Asheville, North Carolina.
Nice.
The beer is from Columbus. So I was just there. We're gonna have such great inner city pickups, and a lot of people from other cities loving it with that. So what I have for this show is an IPA clocking in at 6.66%. Alcohol by volume.
Hellish.
This is the Devil's Kush IPA from Columbus Brewing. Here's what it says on the back. Brewed with Simcoe, Mosaic, Idaho 7, Strata, and Chinook hops, intensely dank with subtle notes of citrus and tropical fruit, backed up by a sinister ABV.
Intensely dank. I'm curious about the nose on that.
Yeah.
My glass.
Like dank smelling beers.
I have a pint glass which is almost 30 years old.
Oh.
And I know that because it's a Bud Light glass, proud sponsor of the 1996 Atlanta Games.
I love any of those old ideas where companies sponsor the Olympics, sporting events, the Bud Bowl. All of those things are amazing ideas.
Bud Bowl used to be so much fun with the bottles that would throw the little ball. You just don't remember the Bud Bowl.
If you're too young to remember the Bud Bowl, you need to get on the YouTubes and you need to look up. You need to look up the Bud Bowl. The Bud Bowl, and then there was the Raw Bowl as well, where the Monday Night Raw show, or where wrestling would do like during halftime or during something. Didn't they do a Raw Bowl one year?
Halftime Havoc, maybe,
Something
or
like that.
Halftime something. So what my beer is, it's not normal.
Okay.
It says that.
I know. I was trying to turn my head sideways to look at the can as you were like pulling it away
It's
off
not
camera.
normal.
It's not
Three
normal. Three
Floyds,
Floyds.
Jinx Proof Lager. I
Ooh.
figure going into the new year, I want to be Jinx Proof. So we're going to have a Jinx Proof Lager. No jinxes. I don't know. It's from Three Floyds. 5.7% alcohol by volume. A crisp, pale, and refreshingly light lager with a light malt sweetness and plenty of noble hop notes.
Nice. All right. Well, cheers.
It smells light.
Yeah.
Very German. Malty.
Very German?
I get the maltiness.
Okay. That's a more understandable description. Very German.
Like a very German malty. I definitely get that, like a German lager. Yeah, you might like that, Bob.
Well, now I'm just seeing what happens. Hold on.
You're seeing what happens, like when you get hammered. Is that what you're seeing? Oh, okay.
But great nose, not as dank as the can describes. I would okay. If you ever had New Belgium Brewing's Hemperor,
Yes, I have.
okay, you smell.
It's
so you
intense.
smell
It's
New
intense.
that beer, New Belgium's Hemperor. And I got
I've also got a
quick story about that.
I've got
beer.
a tap handle right there for the G13 strain from Sweetwater
Good
420.
Lord. So the Hemperor I brought on when I worked at a taco bar / margarita restaurant. I was working there, running that place for a while, and I put that beer on right when it came out. The first run of that beer. The owner of the place was so mad at me.
Yeah.
Visibly angry because of how much the entire place just smelled like marijuana. And if you don't know what we're talking about, make sure they put a ton of hops, and I think they actually did put like terpene flavor or aroma or something in it to like create that essence.
Yeah.
To where when you open this beer, it smelled like something that would get you pulled over.
Oh, yeah. You thought
wild.
somebody had... The first time we got the beer in, it smelled like somebody at the bar had stuff on them. And it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Wild. To the point where once again the owner would come over multiple times and say like,
Can you
"Is
find
that
the...
what this is?
Find
Is that
the
what's
logo.
happening?"
The Hemperor logo is fantastic because of the Hemperor himself. I remember the staff is unique in its own way. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a Pope-like helmet or type of a Pope-like... what do you call the Pope's hat?
I mean, a goofy hat is what I call it.
Oh, it's a goofy hat.
So
Well, there he
you'll
is.
see here
There's the
a
Hemperor.
little bit of a description here. You'll see their logo here with the staff that Brendan's talking about. I have a couple pint glasses actually with this design on the pint glass. You see another thing of it here, but
It's not an IPA, it's an HPA.
yeah, it's a hemp. I think that is what it is. I think it has hemp in it, hops and hemp. Yeah, like they actually put hemp or something in there, like dank AF. Use this coaster to trap the aroma, then take a hit. Oh, so they make a goofy little coaster with like a smell hole in the coaster to put on top.
Oh, I thought
of
they
your
were
beer.
wanting them to smoke the coaster. Like, what the hell?
Smoke like just use this.
Just roll
Just
the
use
coaster up.
Just roll up the coaster.
Roll up the coaster, roll it up,
But
light it up,
if
smoke
you get
it
a
up.
chance,
take
I
a
actually think
drink.
it's a delicious beer. This is a great beer too, Devil's Kush. No knocks on that at all.
Not bad with Three Floyds here, although it's not my favorite Three Floyds. I'll say my favorite Three Floyds is still Alpha King.
Alpha King is a fantastic beer. It's a wonderful beer. So, you want to do this now?
You've been streaming lately.
I've been sure. Okay, I thought.
Well, we both
I thought
have.
you were about to. I thought you were about.
No,
we're
we'll get
about to do. We'll do
For
that.
those of you that want to see the peppers, we'll wait a little bit longer and be those horrible guys.
We've actually both been streaming a lot more lately, and we've been trying to be better about putting clips of the show on like TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram. And
I haven't
all
been better
those
about
things. Yo, you haven't.
I was hiding my Mountain Dew.
You were hiding the Mountain Dew. Oh, there you go.
I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the aftertaste on that Three Floyds beer.
Oh, really? What would you say about it?
I don't want to say too much. If you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything else. It's not a bad beer.
Okay.
It's if you're the type of person that likes something like that, you'll like it.
Yeah.
And I'm not the type of person that, I don't know. It's not
But
bad.
you've been liking a few other things, though. You've been liking a lot of Spider-Man. You've been liking Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2 is unbelievable. Today, the most amazing stuff happened. All of a sudden, the game kicked into a musical, and it's an aggressive musical about Alan Wake's mind and his issues.
Like the second Joker?
I haven't seen it yet, but the game goes into full motion video, into a musical, and it's unbelievable.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, check out about 20 minutes in or so on my stream from earlier today, or I'll find the point and let you know, but it just gets so intense, it's weird, and I'm just so drawn in by the absurdity of the game. And you've been streaming a little bit of Magic.
I've been getting back into Magic. As we talked about last episode, I got back into Magic the Gathering. I got some cards. So I've been playing Arena a lot. Arena allows me to use my decks that I own in the game. I convinced you to get some cards.
Here's the funny thing. That conversation was interesting because I had never planned, number one, to even get any Magic cards. No.
I messed up, y'all.
I never planned to get any Magic cards.
That's my fault.
And I wasn't going to. And then you said one of the only things that could have worked.
Which
was? They have a... How did you word it? You just pretty much sent me a picture of the Assassin's Creed.
No, I just sent you a picture
pack.
of it. I said, well, hey, I showed you, like, they have an Assassin's Creed Magic pack with Assassin's Creed Magic decks that you can play with. My assumption was, hey, he can play with these in Magic the Arena as well. We'll play together, and he can use them. Wonderful. So I sent it to you.
Also, quick trivia question, Mike. What's one of the only decks of cards that's not available in Magic Arena?
The Assassin's...
So they're
the
useless to
Creed
me
set.
online, and that's fine.
But when we get together, we can play them in real life.
We could do that in person. But also, I didn't know if I wanted to tell you this or not. Yeah. But you know how I sent you a picture of another set of packs, your set.
Yes.
That card works for 2 accounts. So I have your cards.
Oh, so it might have to be rabbits versus rabbits.
It might have to be.
Oh, man.
It would be hair-raising.
See.
Sorry.
That's cerebral. Hair-raising.
Yeah, hair-raising.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love that. So, other than that, you've been doing Alan Wake. You've been doing some Spider-Man.
Loving Alan Wake.
What do you think is going to be next?
Loving Spider-Man. I don't know what I'm looking forward to in 2025. I'll tell you. Well, actually, there's a few. There's a few things. I was looking over like the entertainment things coming in 2025, whether it be movies or games.
Yeah.
Movies. The new Superman looks intense.
I'm so excited for the new Superman.
Do you know there's a second Happy Gilmore coming this year?
I absolutely. For a few years now, I've been wanting to get the Happy Gilmore, the Bruins jersey.
Yeah.
It just says Gilmore on the back.
Yeah.
And now that this movie's coming out, because I'm going to see this, I think it's going to be on Netflix.
I think it's straight to Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't wait to see this film. The fact that they finally are going to do a follow-up, the way the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2 dropped on New Year's Day, I think it was. Yeah, they think they dropped New Year's Eve or New Year's Day because it was Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Was the whole idea behind it. They're like, Happy New Year. They dropped that trailer. Which actually it might have been on Christmas Day, because it might have been Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, I think, because I remember seeing it. No, it was on Christmas Day. They dropped that trailer. But either way, I'm so excited for this movie. The fact that they're bringing back so many of the original characters. Ben Stiller is coming back and reprising the orderly from The Place.
Yeah,
at the very end of the trailer, and spoilers for the trailer,
Shooter McGavin.
See Shooter McGavin come back, which is going to be like... Now, here's the thing, and this is me kind of just casting into the winds. Are they going to do a Cobra Kai thing where him and Shooter are gonna have to like work together to do something, or are they gonna have to like put their differences aside? Which
That would
I'm
be
here
fun.
for that, because you get a lot more of them interacting, which I think if you just create more reasons for Happy and Shooter to like throw zingers back at each other for like 90 minutes, if you just create plot
Oh
devices
yeah,
to
I'm not
give me
against that
that,
at all.
I'll watch that all day long. I'll watch that entire movie 10 times over.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
against that at all.
no, I love that idea. What do you think about it?
When it comes to games, I noticed for this year,
Yep.
and I can't put Grand Theft Auto 6 in that category because who knows, right? I mean, it could be
So,
2026 at this point.
but also like it's it's kind of like, and I'm not trying to glaze them at all. People talk about football, and then like they talk about all the football teams and then the Kansas City Chiefs. It's kind of all the video games, and then Grand Theft Auto 6 is kind of it's like it's not in competition with other games. I don't think it doesn't have to be. Here's the thing, dude. It doesn't have to be a good game. It can be a mediocre Grand Theft Auto 6, and people are still gonna say it's amazing because it's Grand Theft Auto 6. It'll be
Maybe.
the fact that it's more to do from what they've shown from the size of that map.
Yeah.
I think that alone is gonna give the first year of the game enough like, oh, it's incredible, because it's gonna take forever for people to figure out like where everything is. The fact that like I still pick up 5
Oh yeah.
about every other day.
I
I'll
still
log
think
in
you
and
should.
go to the casino.
I still think you should give the story a little bit of a try because it kicks right off and it's fun and it's funny and it's.
You posted a meme, and you sent me a meme the other day of people who play multiplayer online games versus people who play single player games, and it was something like single player games. It's a quiet, peaceful life, or something like that.
It's a
Essentially, it was
peaceful
that.
life.
Yeah, it's a peaceful life, and it was essentially to that fact of playing all those single player games.
Watch the movie that these people wrote because it's unbelievable. It's about the game that you love.
Yeah. I'm more. I want to take a little bit of time and just dedicate it, and just pop in and do some things, and then get out of there.
That's what I do. I do a day in the life of the just doing a day in the life. I love that comment. That
I love
threw me
that I can
off.
post those comments now.
Touchdown Jesus with terrorism from the lightning bolt.
I mean, of all the ways of a giant statue of Jesus to go. If you don't know what we're talking about, there is a statue. There was a statue in Ohio, kind of in the same realm as the "Hell is Real" sign of Jesus doing this, coming out of a gigantic lake, and a gigantic Jesus doing this, looking at the sky. And then one day it got hit by lightning, and
There's a great song by Haywood Banks called "Big Butter Jesus."
Big Butter Jesus is because it
Big
looked like it was made out of butter.
Jesus, sweet
Said it-
cream Jesus.
It looked like it was made out of butter.
Country fresh.
It was a weird
Jesus.
yellow. It was
I
like
can't believe it's not Jesus.
Let me find. Hold on.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
we
sure you
pull
can
up
find it. If you just
Touchdown
type in,
Jesus?
if anyone right now just types in "Touchdown Jesus," you'll find it immediately. Although it'll actually "Touchdown Jesus" will probably take you first to Notre Dame Stadium. But you should be able to find the actual church as well.
Oh yeah. Hold on. We got it here.
There it is. Look
Yeah.
at him. Look like he's in quicksand.
But yeah, there was a gigantic statue of Jesus that came out of the water here in Ohio, of all places. It's like the
Yeah.
fact that like there's a Parthenon in Nashville. There's a Greek Parthenon.
There's a
Nashville,
recreation.
Tennessee.
There's a recreation of the Tomb of Christ in Covington, Kentucky. It's
I used
called
to live in the
it's
same.
the Garden of Hope. Oh yeah, you know that. You lived
I
in front
used
of
to
it.
live. I lived on the same property. My yard connected to their parking lot. There's a when you go up to the Garden of Hope in Covington, Kentucky, you pull into that you make that left turn into the lot. There's a house. There's like a 3-story house. I lived in that house for years, and like that was part of my life, was knowing like, okay, people come up here and park. They go over there. They go like literally all day long, like old ladies and buses and like tour groups, and all of these people come up and park, go walk around down there, fuck around for like an hour, 2 hours.
It's a beautiful view. I mean, honestly, it's a great view of the city.
It's amazing. I used to sit down there with a beer and just like look at the skyline. I used to. The great thing, because it was closed to the public after a certain time, they would.
I almost hit Jesus with a drone.
They would go in there and they would close the gate after a certain time. So but I lived on the property, so like I would get to go down at like 2 a.m. with a beer and just sit there and just look at the skyline. That's where we would watch the fireworks. Yeah. The church that owns it would have a party, but they didn't care if we came. Like we would go, just our family and our party would just always go watch the fireworks.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do if they didn't care? They'd have to forgive you. They're religious.
Exactly. I would just say
that's part of the rules, right?
Isn't that what you do?
Was that a
This is the show where we get run out.
Was that a Catholic seal?
That's the group I'm going to start, the Catholic Seals. That's my group that I'm going to start ringing a bell for and support the Catholic Seals. Arr, arr.
It's either the Art Seals or it's the Kiss by a Rose Seals. I
don't think I want to sing about.
Never mind.
Baby, I can't. I shouldn't do moves like that with like audio equipment, but whatever.
No, you're good. I'll Photoshop that later.
Baby.
Yeah, that's perfect, Mike. Just hold that pose. Fantastic.
Anyway, I can imagine. I know it's going to be a giant cheesesteak, right?
Exactly. A Philly cheese.
A Philly cheese.
A Philly cheese.
Are you a fan of a Philly cheesesteak?
It's one of my favorite sandwiches. There's only one sandwich that I will order on every menu if I see it because it gets me so excited. But the Philly cheesesteak is a close second to that sandwich. That sandwich would be a Cuban. I love a Cuban sandwich. So,
to that point, in Columbus, my wife and I just went to an amazing place. I'm going to pull this up while we're talking about it.
Okay.
It's right next to the stadium. And then if you ever, there's a couple, again, I talked about, you got to go to our bar. You also have to go to Wario's Beef and Pork.
Is it Wario's spelled just like the evil Mario?
Just like the video game character. So Wario's Beef and Pork is a restaurant in Columbus, Ohio. And hold on, let me share this here for a sec. So this is the place.
Holy
here's the thing.
Shnikes.
It is a sandwich place across from the arena in this place called Marconi Plaza. Or Marconi Square.
Wow.
It's literally, you walk out the stadium, you walk out the front doors of the stadium, and you look to your right, and you see their awning, the Warriors awning. This place, let me see if I can find, do they have pictures on their menu?
That looks fantastic.
So, here's some of their sandwiches. And the thing about this place is it's a traditional sandwich shop. Like, you walk up, it's a window. You order at the window, they give you your food. There's seats. It's not their seats. It's just like public seating. The bathroom is like a public bathroom down the hallway inside this building. There's a space for outdoor seating, and they have a walk-up window. But literally, like, classic sandwich shop. You'll see here they got chicken cutlet sandwiches. This here is a pork sandwich with broccoli rabe on it. Now, the thing that I want to find, and the thing that I would recommend, absolutely, let me see if I can find a picture of... They do a sandwich.
This show should be called Mike and Brendan Google Shit.
Mike and Brendan Google Food.
Two dudes Google
what
shit.
This should be.
Yeah.
But essentially, I did a sandwich with my wife. We shared one. It was the chicken Caesar sandwich. It's a chicken cutlets, and then on the bread, and they call it their semolina stick. It's a big semolina roll, and they put tomato butter, which, you know how garlic butter is garlic butter?
Yeah.
Garlic butter, but tomato instead of garlic.
Nice.
They spread that on the sandwich. Chicken cutlets. They do some kind of sauce, and then they literally make the most delicious Caesar salad you've ever had. Like the lettuce, the dressing, the shaved Parmesan, and then they stuff it in the sandwich on top of the cutlet. So you just got a chicken Caesar salad sandwich, and it was the most fire thing
that sounds fantastic.
I've had in forever. The next time you go to Columbus, you have to go to Wario's. You have to get the chicken Caesar.
It's amazing that you say that. You know why?
Why?
Because I know the second most fire thing you're about to have.
All right, let's do this.
Speaking of fire, let's do this. I have been waiting.
All right, so explain to people what's about to happen while I get ready.
Okay. You got to put like gloves on and shit, don't you?
I have a glove, and people are
glove.
like, "Why are you using gloves to eat spicy nuts?" I'm gonna do a show, and I'm gonna touch things. I want to be able to eat them and take the glove off, and then go back to doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So
apparently the dust can be a little bit lethal, so we'll give them a little bit of a break. But these are extreme hottest Carolina Reaper almonds, and Mike's gonna throw about a handful in his mouth at the same time.
We're gonna do this.
I'm just kidding. He's not gonna throw a handful, but
I'm rolling the sleeves up because I don't want this to go everywhere. But we've got the Carolina Reaper
yeah,
almonds here.
I want you to get a little whiff from the can.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna do is figure out.
We're gonna get the nose off of it. See what we're dealing with.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know what you're dealing with now?
My eyes are actually like starting to hurt a little bit, just like
they're not playing.
So look at the color.
Oh.
There's a lot of powder on these. That's why I did the glove, because I looked this up online ahead of time, and everyone said the same thing, that there's a lot of powder on these. So I just didn't want to get the powder everywhere.
No.
So I've got a cold beer. I got a little bit of a cold beer left. We'll probably have to crack the second one open at some point. So you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to put the second beer here, ready to rock, just in case, because that's probably going to be a thing that happens here in a minute.
Maybe.
So these are Carolina Reaper almonds. This is, from what I understand, and you should look this up, there's apparently a yellow and a red Blue Diamond Extreme. From my understanding, the red is the hottest. It says hottest on the label. All right.
How many are you going to have? One? You should start with one. Maybe two? You should pop two of those in there.
Let's do two. Fuck it.
Do two of them? Two of them. All right.
Two of these Carolina.
All right. Carolina Reaper almonds. I'm going to go ahead and let you get to chewing. Look at him going right at it. That's fine. You getting anything yet?
Oh, no.
Oh, no?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah?
It's revving up like an engine. It's starting off really soft. Oh, God.
Like your
I'm gonna try to
tongue?
go as long as I can without liquid.
Your tongue? Your throat? Your...
It's in my nose. It's in my nose.
It's in your nose.
It's all here. It's all nasal.
Oh, wow.
So that's... Okay. It's mellowing. That's what I'll say. It did hit a certain... It's a tingle.
But it mellowed. So it was strong and then went away. That's good. They're at least edible.
Ooh. All right. We're going to do... This is... 4 more. 4 more.
I mean...
I'm going to let it marinate. I'm going to let it marinate.
You can never say that you aren't, like, giving everybody your all. That might be too many to throw in a handful.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Yeah. How's that feeling? You ready for some liquid yet?
Oh, it's happening. Oh my god. Oh, that's so hot.
The real magic's gonna be in about 6 hours, Mike.
Oh god.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man. All right. Stuff it out. Stuff it out. Okay.
Can you do the whole canister? No.
No.
Just kidding.
I can't eat that many almonds. All right. We're gonna deglove.
Deglove and give yourself a sip.
Oh. All right.
Overall, though, pretty tasty.
If you like hot food, those are delicious. Okay, that's pretty bad. Okay, now that's wild.
It's getting bad.
It's not going away. I keep hoping it will go away. It won't go away.
My father just threw a little advice in here for you.
Oh. Oh, man, it won't go away.
Don't want to touch that pee-pee with those gloves.
That's what I was hoping, is it would stop. It's not stopping.
It's not stopping? I don't think beer is going to be a good thing to make it stop.
Oh, God.
This is... Do you think a shot would help?
Ah!
Probably not.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, you're going to have another beer? What do you got there?
Same thing. Oh, my God. That's so hot. Hold on. This is a bad idea. Why did I do this? Oh God. Oh, it's so hot. The last four. The four at once was dumb.
He's not having milk. He's a tough guy. He doesn't need milk. Milk is a scam pushed upon us by the government. It doesn't do shit for your bones or heat. You drink that beer.
Oh no, I'm not doing well, man.
You're not doing well.
It's so hot. It doesn't stop. It
you're
won't
gonna
go away.
you're gonna have a hot throne later. Oh man, is that gonna make
They're very hot.
Does this mean you're gonna be miserable the entire time we're playing hockey?
Oh God, I'm gonna play hockey with the toilet. What are you talking about?
So what do you think? We should do a shot? Will that cool it down?
We could try.
We could try? Oh man. You think
this
it should be like Hot Ones? Should I interview you?
It's the first show of the year. And it's
I should interview you because it's like Hot Ones. Tell me about your awesome hockey jersey of Kevin Smith.
My tongue is dying right now.
Your tongue is dying.
I want to cut it out of my head, and I want to rip it out. I want to throw it on the ground. I want to stomp on my tongue. This is fucking bullshit. Why did I do this? I do everything. I do everything.
I did so many different things. I had a licorice soda that was terrible.
You didn't eat nuts?
No, I didn't eat nuts. You are correct, sir. I did not.
Let's see. This is a conspiracy by Big Nuts.
By Big Nuts.
That's what they do. It's a conspiracy with Big Nut. Big Nut wants you to drink more beer.
I think that's someone's nickname. That's what worries me the most. Is it?
That's gonna be your nickname by the end of this episode.
Big Nuts.
Big Nut. Big Nut. Brendan.
You all right there,
Brendan.
buddy?
No, it is everything I could do to keep it together right now.
Oh man, don't keep it together. That's even more exciting. I'm just kidding.
Right now my feet are doing this. My toes are like I'm doing like toe Pilates down here. Like,
so I refilled the bag.
I need to put hand sanitizer on my hands so that way I just make sure. I know I wore a glove. I want to make sure.
Just in case.
Just in case. Oh, it's okay. We're starting to cool off. We're starting to cool off now. You're doing something hot.
I don't know what we should do next.
I can't think straight. I need you're in charge right now.
All right. So I refilled the bag o' tax or bag o' glass. I went and got some little bottles today. A lot of those stupid 99 things because honestly, I know that I hate them. They are terribly fake flavored and they're 99 proof and they usually make me miserable, right, which usually makes people smile.
You've had a big beef with the 99 brand in general, especially because one of theirs isn't 99.
No, it was 45 and I won't tolerate it. But I think I threw some other things in there too. There might be another like whiskey or tequila or a Palma or something like that. So I figured I would draw from here.
Okay.
Oh man, we got
don't
99
eat Carolina
dessert.
Reaper nuts, y'all. By the way, don't do it.
Don't eat Carolina Reaper nuts. Don't do that.
My mouth is. Oh my god, my mouth feels like that lady who rubbed the dog dick. That I talked about. The lady who, like, I talked about, like, she pets her dog too aggressively and it's too low, and who loves her dog too much with the bumper stickers in the beginning of the show. It's on the show, the same show we're doing.
The longer I sit in silence, the crazier you get and look about your explaining of it. I just realized that the longer I sit here and make you look like a crazy person, the crazier you look. Because you get progressively madder.
It's not getting less hot. I'll tell you that. It's creeping down.
Do you think 99 whipped would help? Because that's what I have. 99 whipped.
But I'm gonna let you.
It's gonna be
decide
gross.
What I drink. Okay. As we have done last week, I've got several whiskeys from Party Horses Whiskey, a brand called Party Horses.
Yes.
God, I wish this was water.
Why didn't you prepare better and have water or milk
as real
or something?
As it was. I was expecting a spike.
Reaper.
I was expecting like...
It says Carolina Reaper.
I was expecting like a moment, and then it would go away. It's still there. So, anyway, I'm drinking Party Horse's whiskey. I have 3 left.
Party Horse.
Party Horses, these are flavored whiskeys. I have their Pony Punch.
Yep.
I have their Sinister Cinnamon, which I might overrule, because if I do cinnamon on top of this...
That would be Reaper, brilliant right now.
And then Basil Banana.
Jeez, you know what? I'll be nice. Do the first one, the punch.
I'm also actually asking from a comedic standpoint. Is it funnier if I just do the cinnamon too on top of that and see what happens?
Oh,
is that what the show's going to turn into?
It's absolutely funnier. Yeah, crack the lid on that. Real quick, just twist the top off.
There's also a part of me where if my palate's already wrecked, I don't want to... You know what?
Twist the top off.
Party Horse, Sinister Cinnamon. So I've got Carolina Reaper in my mouth. And I'm going to do cinnamon whiskey. Sinister Cinnamon.
Bob thinks it's going to be much funnier. I'm going to have to agree with Bob.
Whiskey with natural flavors.
Oh, man, that smells like dairy.
Okay, that doesn't seem like it's going to be so bad. I smell a lot of brown sugar.
There should not be 99 proof dairy.
This is...
Ugh. That's what it smells like. Yeah.
All right, so this is 70 proof. Yours is 99 proof. Cheers.
Yep.
Cinnamon whiskey.
Cheers, bud.
All right, here we go. Cinnamon and Carolina Reaper. Let's go.
Oh, come on. It made my mouth dry.
You know how we keep sometimes we describe flavored things as tasting dusty?
Yep.
Dusty cinnamon. Like cinnamon whiskey, but tastes like dusty.
That whipped cream made me
like
sad.
Doesn't taste like dusty roast. It just tastes like dust. But not terrible. Not over the top cinnamon. On fire from Carolina Reaper Almonds.
Yeah.
That's 2 beers in 1 episode.
Yeah. So we should... Oh, God, that's terrible. We should probably take 5. And what are we going to do? What are we doing in the after party?
This episode.
We're going to play some hockey
after this episode. Make sure you tune in.
Or tune back in 5 minutes.
Tell the people where to do the thing.
Here's what's going to happen. Mike is sad right now, and I am happy. Sorry, Mike. No, you got to figure out if you find something. Wait, no. Stop the music. Stop the music. Cut. Hang on. I love that I can say cut and I can do that. Here's the thing, Mike, and everybody can hear it now. You find something on Amazon or wherever, or you want me to pick up and eat or drink, I will do it. You can ship it directly to me, or I will go pick it up. You start. Oh my gosh, you're already looking? That doesn't mean start looking immediately.
I'm buying dog medicine.
Dog medicine? What is dog medicine?
I don't know. What? I'm gonna buy you something that fucking you give to like raccoons or something. I'm gonna like ooh. I want you to drink that nectar for hummingbirds.
Oh, it's like sugary sweet.
Like a whole like that's what we should do. What
Ladies and gentlemen,
can you make?
Basically,
hummingbird nectar.
You can follow us on all the platforms at 2 Dudes Wearing Hats. You can also find us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, things like that. No, not dog medicine for diarrhea.
And vomiting.
Ooh, good. As long as I'm not going to be, like, plugged up. Or wait, no, that sounds like... Anyway, if you tune back in like 5 minutes or so, we're going to be playing hockey against each other, and that's always entertaining because we're going to start fighting. Epicac, no.
What's that? Syrup of Epicac.
Yeah, tune in like 5 minutes. We're going to be playing hockey. It's the end of the show. Mike's going to be still dealing with the Carolina Reaper heat. Thanks for watching.
It's hot.
We'll be playing hockey in a second, and I'm going to win.
I wasn't really out of here. regret this bit.